Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, March 11th. Well, we had a lot of fundamentals coming out on Friday as we talked about in the advanced video. For those of you not familiar with these charts I'm going to be showing you here, these are daily charts in a candle format. I use what I call behavioral Japanese candles as my analysis approach to this. And if you see the red and green lines, a green line means buy, red means sell, and the dashed line means that's something that happened earlier in the week. Now at dangramza.com you can go back over 10 years worth of videos. So you could see how these markets evolved and how these lines moved over time. Now, let's talk about what's happening here. Well, first, to give you a feel, if you're not familiar with futures, I give you the dollar value. These are not buy and sell recommendations, but just the dollar value between this buy level and that dash red line, that sell level. That difference was $5,550 a contract. Now, the difference between that sell and this buy level right here, that difference was $150 a contract. What you also see here is a feature of the futures market, and that is one contract will expire and the next contract, the position is rolled. That's what they call it, rolling towards the next contract. Well, here instead of selling this, you'd sell this position, buy the next contract. I assume that someone had no position as we look at this, and so that's what these red and green lines are based on. I look for a sideways move on Monday. We saw how the market digested some news on Friday. We don't see the confident close I was looking for in these markets. Nasdaq's in the same boat that we saw with the S&P. This difference is $2,640 a contract. I also do not look for follow through on Monday. Doesn't mean we won't get stronger during the week, but it would be hard pressed right now with these structures to see that. In the Dow, we have the potential for a longer term top, so we want to be careful of that too. Difference between the buy and sell level here is $815 a contract. In our friend, the mid caps, Mr. Russell, the difference between the buy and sell level there, $2,150 a contract. Again, inside day, rest day. These markets want additional information. The same thing holds true in these currencies. The euro is also giving us that same type of behavior. So look for a sideways move there. The Swissy, if you look at what, let me open that up a little bit. If you look at what happened here, the difference between the buy and sell level in that market is $262.50. But let's move on and let's take a look at the Aussie dollar. It was looking good, but it did not have that confident close. So be careful there for Monday. British pound, though, the strongest out of all these currencies, and in the Canadian dollar. Difference between the sell and buy level in that market is $220 a contract. Now, Bitcoin, let me show that to you. The difference between this buy level and that sell level, the dollar value, is $56,075 a contract. It's a market that wants to go higher. There is buying pressure there. Next 3 days, it's going to be very important for longer term behavior in that market, but we'll be looking at that next week. And let's talk about the notes, the interest rate markets, 10-year notes. The difference here between the buy and sell level, $187.50 a contract. In the bond market, it traded just a bit below that sell level. Dollar value there, $937.50. I also want to point out to you, if we were a seller here, that position's underwater. So it's losing money at this point. And or someone may have exited the position. It never really followed through to the downside. Gold's continuing its march to the upside. Be careful there. Same thing for silver and in copper. Be very careful about copper. There's not the fundamental support you want to see for that market. Nat gas. Let's see what's happening. Well, I should show you crude too. In the crude oil market, the difference here between the buy and sell level here, $750 a contract. Look for an inside day in that market. I think it's fair valued. Nat gas, there's a lot of nat gas out there. It's a market that wants to go higher. It just doesn't have the fundamentals. The buy to sell level there is $1,100 a contract. Let's move on over to wheat. Whoop, I went a little too far. There we go. Here's wheat. Wheat is also a market that globally we have a lot. That's not wheat. That's wheat. There we go. We have a lot of wheat out there. And even though we're seeing signs of buyers trying to come in, I think it's more sellers taking profits before the weekend. The difference up here between the sell and buy is $200 a contract. The difference here from that sell down to that buy we saw on Friday, $650 a contract. First 3 trading days of next week are going to be very important for this market. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Thank you so much for sharing part of your time with me. I hope you found something helpful, and I'm looking forward to being with you again next week. In the meantime, take care.